Hey everyone, happy Thursday to you, and welcome back to the Cook the Books Daily Show, where we break down each and every slate and give you guys our top picks. I'm your host, CJ. You can find me at CJ Picks on all socials. All of my links, as well as all links to Cook the Books, will be linked in the description down below. A lot of NHL action tonight. Canucks Bruins, that one's going to be a good one. And then the other one that I actually really like is the Avalanche and Hurricanes. I'm interested to see how that one turns out. Probably not going to be betting on those, but definitely going to be keeping an eye on those, watching probably the Canucks and Bruins when they kick off. I might put some money on the Canucks plus money line. I mean, when you got two of the top teams in the league, it's really just a coin flip. Plus, the Bruins still looked pissed drunk coming back from the break. I don't know what they partied a little too hard in the break there for the All-Star weekend. They looked absolutely horrible against the Flames. Got absolutely shelled at home 4-1. So I don't know. That might be a good plus money play. So we might look at doing something there. But the game that we are actually going to be taking a look at first is the Golden Knights versus the Coyotes. The total in this one set at 5.5, and the money line is favoring the Vegas Golden Knights here on the road, minus 134. Two plays in this one, and then also going to be taking a leg from this game, combining with another one, get a nice little plus 151 play that we'll be talking about in our next game. But for this one, we're going to be looking at the Vegas money line here at minus 134. Going to be putting 1.3 units on that to return a unit. And then also going to be looking at the 60-minute line for Vegas as well. I do not think this one's going to go into overtime. I think Vegas is going to handle business here. They came back from the break. They were 7-2-1 in their last 10. Came back from the break, faced the Oilers, hottest team in hockey, shut them down 3-1. Aiden Hill is expected in goal tonight. Phenomenal in that last game versus Edmonton. Faced 31 shots, shut down 30 of them. Anytime Aiden Hill is in net, I mean, the under is definitely a favorite. As you can see, the goal total is down. And then the Knights just have looked like a really good team, one of the better teams in hockey over the last 10. Knights have won the last 6 out of the last 10 versus the Coyotes, and the Coyotes are losers of 5 of the last 7. Now, I know coming back from the break, guys need to get back in the rhythm of things, so you kind of toss out everything before the break, kind of reset the season in a sense, and we kind of figure out who's going to be good from here on. But even if you just throw that out, the Coyotes haven't played in 12 days. I'm pretty sure they're the only team that haven't played this week. That's going to take a big toll on your team. I don't care who you are. I don't care what team it is. I mean, we saw with the Oilers, that break crushed all their momentum. I think they might actually get that win in Vegas and continue the streak if that break doesn't happen smack dab in the middle. So unlike for them, but I mean, Coyotes 12 days off, not gonna be looking good for them. So I like the money line in this one, and then as well as the 60-minute money line, 1.3 units on the money line, and then 1 unit on the 60-minute money line. And then the leg of the parlay that we're going to be taking from this game, again, Aiden Hill's in net for the Coyotes. It's already been confirmed. We're still waiting for official confirmation for Aiden Hill to be in the net, but he's definitely expected. He is their starter, and he's got plenty of rest from this break. But for the Coyotes, they have already confirmed Connor Ingram is going to be the starter. Connor Ingram, he has been a dark horse goaltender this year. He kind of came out of nowhere. I think he was their backup. Came in, played phenomenal, and has taken over that starting role. He's got 5 shutouts, which I think that ties the league lead right now with Tristan Jarry. Goals against average 2.6. So this should be a battle of the goaltenders here. Should see some low scoring. As you see, that total is set at 5.5. We're going to target the alternate 6.5. I don't like taking 5.5s in hockey. It's just not my thing. There's just way too much, scoring in the league nowadays where I don't care how good, the goaltenders can be. If an offense heats up in a game, I mean, you can get shelled pretty easily, and you can easily hit 6 goals. So going to be targeting that alternate line. So first leg of the parlay, alternate under 6.5, and then we're going to be actually combining that with our next game, the Jets versus the Flyers. Jets, one of the best defensive teams in hockey, and they have struggled as of late. Losers of 4 straight. They're not putting up a lot of goals. 7 of the last 10 meetings between these two have gone under. Jets are under in 9 straight games. I mean, their offense has struggled a lot. They did get a couple guys back, but I mean, even so, they still have not been able to produce. Like I said, a lot of the unders are hitting because we're just seeing these guys come back from the break and try to get their legs back, try to get in the flow of things. So I like another under here as well. So we're going to combine that alternate under 6.5 in the Knights game with the alternate under 6.5 in this one. Both of those are minus 170. Combine them, 2-leg parlay plus 151. Put a unit on that. And then that's really going to be it for this game. I don't really like touching anything else. Jets are kind of up and down. I think this is more of like a toss-up game. I do favor and lean the Jets, but not something I'm interested in betting. But let's go ahead and hop into some player props that I like today. I'll be showing you guys one of our cheat sheets that we have for today. This is going to be our NHL points sheet. We do NHL shots on goal, point sheets, anytime goal scorer. We have a bunch of sheets in the Discord, so if you guys are interested in that, link in the description below. But this is our points sheets. These 4 guys we are targeting for points today: Carter Verhaeghe, Nazem Kadri, Steven Stamkos. His under, actually kind of surprising because Stamkos has always been an over guy, but that line's a little too high for and I'm really actually surprised that his line is at 1.5, but we'll get into that in a second. And then Jesper Bratt is the last one that we'll be looking at. Let's go ahead and look at their actual charts here. We are going to be using props.cash for you guys that don't know what this is. It's a great software tool. Definitely recommend it. But here we got Carter Verhaeghe. So his line is to get a point in this game. He is over in 32 out of 50 games this season. That's 64% hit rate. The thing that I really like about him today, one, I mean, you can look at his chart and see, but he's over in 12 of his last 15 games. And then when he's facing the Washington Capitals, loves playing these guys, over in 10 of the last 13, and he's averaging about 2. I mean, 1.5 is what his average is, but I mean, you can see he's 2, 5, 2, 2, 2. I mean, so definitely a good target here. I like Carter Verhaeghe to get a point on the board today. Next one we're going to be looking at is Nazem Kadri for the Flames. He's going up against the Devils today, over in 32 out of 50 games this season, 64% hit rate. Likes playing the Devils as well. He's played them twice already this season, or excuse me, once this season. Has a point in that one as well. So he's hitting 3 of the last 4. And if we look at his last 15 games as well, guy's on fire, 12 of the last 15. Good matchup for him as well. And honestly, a really good price on this as well. Those of you guys that bet hockey, I mean, you guys know that a lot of props kind of get just boosted odds in hockey. So you kind of have to, either, find the diamond in the roughs kind of guys, or you will pair them and get, those plus or even money odds. So I would definitely look at Kadri as just playing him as a single. But some of these other ones, they're a little too juiced. So you're going to have to pair it and get some plus money that way. But Kadri, one of my favorites for today. And let's look at Steven Stamkos. This guy, I don't understand. I mean, if you know hockey, Steven Stamkos is one of the best players to ever play the game. In my opinion, he's just always been such a skilled player. So he's definitely up there. But this season, I don't understand why they have his line at 1.5. I mean, he's done better in recent games. But I mean, that was before the break, I believe. Let me look at this. Yeah, that was before the break. So, I mean, coming back, he had nothing against the Rangers. And if you look at his total for the year, I mean, he's under in 36 out of 48 games this season. He's under in 18 out of 23 away games if we filter for that. I mean, the guy's doing nothing in away games. And then if you look at his head-to-head versus the Islanders, I mean, this is 2 years ago. He's only been over in 1 out of 6 of his last 6 meetings versus them. So 1.5 points, that is going to be an under for me. You can take that and pair that with something like the money line that we talked about earlier from Vegas if you want. I mean, kind of use that as like a parlay piece. I would recommend, to be honest, because it is minus 230 on the under. So I mean, he might get 1 point today. I don't think that he is going to get 2. He does a lot of his damage on the power play. Kucherov sets him up, and the Islanders, especially under Waugh, they've been way more disciplined. As you can see, they take their first in penalty minutes. They take the least amount of penalty minutes out of everybody in the league. So I don't think he's going to get too many chances on the power play. And if he does, maybe he'll get 1 point, but he's definitely not getting 2 in my opinion. So definitely a good parlay piece here. And then our last prop that we're going to be looking at for points is Jesper Bratt. We're going to stick in that same game with Kadri. They're both facing off against each other today, Devils and Flames. Bratt has actually been on fire without Jack Hughes in the lineup. He's been over 32 out of 48 games this season. That's 67%, averaging about 1.1 points a game. And another guy that's been really well, he's hit 5 straight, and in 3 of the last 5 versus Calgary in the game that they played against them this year. He had two points versus Calgary, so I like him for a point today. And the Calgary doesn't block a lot of shots, so a lot of pucks should be getting through to net. They do give away almost the most turnovers, giveaways, whatever you want to call it, in the league. So there should be a lot of turnovers for him to capitalize on today. So those 4 guys, like targeting them for points a day. Again, going over the full card, we got that 2-leg parlay, the alt under 6.5 in the Jets and Flyers, alt under 6.5 in the Golden Knights versus Coyotes. Add those together for a plus 151 parlay. Put 1 unit on that. Vegas money line at minus 134, 1.3 units on that to return a unit. And then the 60-minute Vegas money line. Again, for those of you guys that haven't bet the 60-minute money line before, that means in regulation. So if it goes to overtime, you'll lose. But that's a nice little way to get some plus money on here. I think that does not go into overtime. And then if you guys want the little bonus play right here, Canucks, Bruins, 2 of the league's best. The Bruins looked awful against the Flames coming back from the break. So, I mean, I would assume that the coach got on them, and they will come out with a lot better, look to them in this one. But the Canucks, one of the better teams in hockey, they're going to have Demko and net. So, I mean, 2 of the better teams, kind of a coin flip game. So I'll take the risk. I'll put a unit on the plus 110 there. Again, if you guys aren't down for a coin flip game, just skip it. Not one of like my top picks or anything, just something I'm playing for the value. And you can find that plus 110 on DK. The other bets you can find on FanDuel. And so 4 bets in total, and then those 4 player props for the points. That's going to be it for today's picks. If you guys want more of the NHL sheets, we have a bunch of other sheets in our Discord. We also have other game predictions, AI projections. We have our top picks as well, and we're also going to be doing a big Bezos parlay, as we call it, where we take every single game on the slate, and we take a pick from each one of those games, combine it in a big parlay, and see if we can smack that. And we actually did hit on our last one. It was a plus 10,000. Pop it up on screen so you guys can see it. And so that'll be in the Discord, linked in the description down below. If you guys want to get in on that, go ahead and join up in the Discord. Got a lot of information in there, and we cover all sports, not just NHL. So anything you guys are betting, information and data hub is in there with 10 plus cappers that are covering all sports. So definitely join up and see what we're all about in the Discord. But that's going to do it for me. So I'll see you guys next time. Good luck with today's bets. And until next time, let's cook the Bucks.